লাইটটা অফ করে ফেলেন এই যে ডিভিসি Good afternoon. Good to go? Sam?
Coach, what would be the basic things that you tell this dressing room now that they're coming back after something like 3.5 months or 4 months? What are the areas that you want them to focus on in the first year?
I think, Assalamu alaikum to everyone. We finished well against West Indies, and we don't want to go backwards from there. Mind you, the first thing, the wickets look a lot better than they were for that series. So the main thing is to look to progress, to move to the next step, which is to bat the way we batted in that last game, but also to fix the few areas, because I still think that we can improve in the middle overs especially, because we've not been very good there. And our bowling, as we ought to take more wickets in the middle. So those are the two areas that we're going to focus on a lot.
So there's going to be a lot of talk about this pitch. What do you know about it now, and are you going to see a repeat of what happened at the West Indies?
No, the wickets to me look better now. I watched the last part of BPL, even the game that was played two days ago. It still looks a lot better now, so that's what we want as cricketers, to play on good wickets so that we test our skills. So I think the wickets and them look a lot better. We'll see what happens.
From 50 to 35 or 20 to 40, we have lost few more wickets in the middle overs.
Yeah.
Are you guys working on it, or you bought Afif for it? What is the reason bringing back Afif and trying to solve the problem in the middle overs?
Well, the middle overs, yes, we've not been as good as we want to be. So I said just now, that's one of the areas that we're going to be stressing on a lot, how much runs, how much singles, how much boundaries we get in those overs. So it's an important part of the 50-over game.
At 5 in the batsman, maybe also the selector said that they are thinking in middle order. So he's added at number 4 in the last match, 3 matches actually. So what are the reasons here? What are the purposes behind playing him at number 5?
Well, first of all, it's very difficult to keep 50 overs and then come and open the batting. Also, he's one of our better players of spin bowling, so that would help down in the middle. And as I say, the middle has been one of our Achilles' heels, so him going down there with his experience and his skills, hopefully we can get what we need there.
Well, we know that he actually likes to work within the value of playing the top order, but so did you have a conversation with him?
Yeah, he's been comfortable batting anyway. I think now he's a lot more relaxed with his game, and he sees it as an opportunity to do what the team needs of him.
Coach, after a big shock, you are going to participate a series that you won with them. You have to achieve some points from here because of you want to play 27 World Cup, then you have to come out 7 or 8 position. So, do you think that a background will help you to go up here?
Well, that's the purpose. That's the purpose of the work we're doing. It is about making sure that we step up in the table, and not just the fact that we want to be an automatic qualifier at 8 or above. The fact is that we want to move up the table. If we get to 7-6 by the time qualified, that's fine. But we just want to move up the table, so that means playing better cricket.
Recently from the World Cup, has Bangladesh and other guys moved on from that decision to not play in the World Cup?
That's a very good question. I think we're at that stage now where we're getting past that. It was very hurtful for the guys, and talking to them, and it's very, very hurtful. But I think we're getting to the stage, and I think BCL helped that with that little tournament. So we start to get back in the frame of playing 50-over cricket and thinking about these 3 matches here. So I think we're getting there.
Coach, talking about Maythia Samir, he was not doing
in last 10 matches, he has just only one total innings, like 70 or 108 balls against Afghanistan with the ball as well. So, do you think that captaincy pressure preventing him to do well on the field?
I don't know. That's a question he will have to answer, whether the captaincy is a burden. But players don't do well for a while, but we know his qualities and we know that the work we're doing now, hopefully he can get back to where he was before the captaincy.
Coach, there are quite a few one-day series coming up after the Pakistan series as well. What kind of player pool are you looking at for the one-day team? What do you see? Middle order problems do you see being resolved at some point?
Well, I hope we can start resolving it now. Because there's a number of one-day ODI games, we're trying to keep as many as 20, 23, 24 players around and training with us and everything like that, so that if that opportunity comes, they've done some work with us and things. So you have to keep a little bit bigger pool than just the 15 for the series.
What is your ultimate goal in this series? Like there is a equation for Bangladesh to qualify the World Cup. So what is your ultimate goal, and how do you see the Pakistan squad? Like there is a 6 uncapped players in their squad.
Well, first of all, you don't underrate anybody that comes out of Pakistan cricket, because there's always talent coming out of there. Uncapped doesn't mean anything. They've played enough cricket to be part of the squad. I think with us, we're not focusing on qualifying for World Cup. We're focusing on getting better at ODI cricket. A few years ago, we were looking back at some things. A few years ago, Bangladesh was very at the top in ODI cricket. We don't have that experience, Saqib, this, that, but we are working with the guys and making sure that we're trying to play the cricket that our talent allows us to play. How high we get, we will take that by the time qualification, but even if we get higher than 8, it's good.
Coach, your boys have been playing T20 matches in the last couple of months. Now it's an ODI series against a mighty team like Pakistan. Do you think this transition is going to be a little bit difficult for them?
I don't know about difficult. It shouldn't be. Players play all 3 formats in one tour, and some players play all 3 formats, and it's not difficult. So I think the BCL playing those 4 or 5 games, those who played, it has helped with the mentality about the difference in the 2 formats.
Coach, leaving aside the politics or any talk about politics, but are you aware of 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗂's return at any point this year, or maybe in the coming series, maybe in the next series? I mean, I'm sure as far as the technical parts are concerned or selection is concerned, it's discussed with you. Have you heard anything, or would you want to share?
I've heard just as much as you have heard, and just as much as I have read. So that's all I can say.
Coach, in the last series we saw a very heavy spin track, and only one pacer played first 2 matches, and the spin was given only 2 overs in the last ODI.
Yeah.
South Africa World Cup, keeping in mind, do you think the pacers should given more chances against the top opponents like Pakistan? Are you planning on that?
Yeah, it's definitely a case that we are going to try from now on to play 3 quicks, because, as you say, the World Cup is in South Africa, and that's what you're looking at playing when you get down there. There's going to be occasions where we might have to play 3 spinners, but I'm sure it's never going to get back down to 1 spinner and 2 overs. Now, you have to prepare for where you're going, and 3 quicks is going to be something that we're going to be looking at most of the time.
Coach, during the 2019 World Cup, Needham played in the middle order and scored a good knock against West Indies also.
100.
Did it help him or help you guys to convince him to play for the middle orders for the upcoming World Cup?
The thing is, we didn't have to convince Litton anything. We asked, right, this is what the team needs, and he was happy to do it. As he is happy to do anything for the team when he's captain, he's happy to do it for this now. So we didn't have to convince him anything.
The last 2 questions.
Coach, the last time Pakistan came here for a one-day series, they lost 3 minutes. So, I mean, they are also not doing too well in ODI cricket of late. Bangladesh, obviously. Is this a good start of point to start winning matches with the World Cup very soon?
This is brilliant because I assure you they're not going to come and want to lose 3-0 again. They're going to come very hard in this series. The other thing in this series is going to be a much better wicket. So we look forward to the series, and as you say, it's a start, and it's our start to South Africa 2027.
Last question. Thank you.
Thank you, gents.
আমার হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে